Hello and welcome to No Look Reviews, where we watch United games so you don't have to. We have two very disappointing games to discuss, and I guess we can start off. You want to start off with the Galatasaray game?
Alright, so United had to win by a 2-goal margin against Galatasaray.
Yep.
That was the pretext before this game.
Mm-hmm.
And United was 2-0 up. Then United was 3-1 up. And then the game finished 3-3.
Yep.
So let's start off with the first two United goals, Ahil.
Yep. Alright, so first one came from Garnacho. It was a good team goal. Amrabat started. I wanted to start off with the lineups, I guess. Actually, Amrabat came on for Mino. Shaw returned, and he showed his class again. Anthony and Aaron Wan-Bissaka both played. And Anthony had a good game, actually, so that was fun. Wan-Bissaka, a hit or a miss, not his most consistent game around the games. Højlund also returned, and he played the role that he normally plays. So, yeah, going back to the first goal, Garnacho's goal, it was a good team goal. We passed it around the back for a little bit. Galatasaray pushed up. Amrabat gives it back to Onana. Onana plays the ball up, and I think McTominay collects the ball, gives it to Anthony, who then runs it down the line. Anthony actually kind of pissed me off at that one point because he carried the ball for a little too long while Bruno was just open, standing there asking for the ball for a good couple seconds. And I was like, Anthony doing his own thing, and he's not making a decision. And I thought he didn't do the right thing. But eventually, he turned it back to Bruno in a good space. Gave it to Højlund back to Bruno. Garnacho was open. Bruno to Garnacho, and it was an amazing finish.
Yeah.
And Garnacho's second goal in 2 games showed his class again. Yet again, the Argentinian maestro, you want to call it, teenage maestro, I don't know. But he showed his class, played some good football there.
Yeah.
And then you went back into the game. Galatasaray created some chance here or there, whatnot, nothing crazy. But then we kind of had possession from, a throw-in.
Yeah.
Shaw's throw-in to Lindelof. Lindelof gives it back to Shaw with a nice first touch pass to Bruno, who finds himself in space with a beautiful finish. That's what we bought Bruno for. That's what he used to do at Sporting. That's what he did today, finally, at Manchester United. And it was a perfect goal. We had the perfect start to the game.
Yeah.
In the first quarter of the game, 18 or 20 minutes or something, and we were 2-0 up. But, of course, United had to go back to their roots and being United, as you say. And we conceded a goal against Galatasaray with a perfectly laid free kick by Ziyech. A perfect curled ball right at Onana, but he just wanted to step out of the way. So you want to kind of carry it on from there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't understand Andre Onana. He makes saves that he shouldn't make.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the basics, like saves that, I'm actually going to be honest, saves that goalkeepers at our level would make, like those are the goals that he actually concedes, like.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, he's a goalkeeper that can't use his hands. I've seen similar themes this weekend actually with Ederson, who also has very weak hands, but at least Ederson plays for Manchester City, so
he also makes good saves, and he also does his bit here and there. He
does so does Onana, but when you're a team that's facing like almost 20 shots every game, and then you have a keeper who can't save with his hands, like that's bound to happen. So yeah, I don't know. There's not much I can say about that. It's a save he should make. It's a save he doesn't make, and let's be honest, like we probably are gonna get knocked out of Champions League because of him. It's ironic that we got him based off his Champions League performances, and he's the one that's bottling it.
He was the finalist goalkeeper for Inter, and I mean, he was one of the main performers for Inter last season. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. That was the first goal for Galatasaray, I guess. Moving on, we scored another nice team goal, right down the right wing. Anthony had the ball, carried it down the wing. Wan-Bissaka made the run, gave it to Wan-Bissaka, who crossed it into McTominay at the near post. Box crashing midfielder, as they say, and he scored the goal. Nice team goal. Perfect, amazing. But then again, right after that, we lost possession of the ball. We lost control of the game.
Yeah.
Mainly Galatasaray had control, but we did create some chances off counterattacks here and there. Galatasaray created some chances. Honestly, if I'm to be honest, the game shouldn't have maybe ended 3-3. It should have been maybe 4-4, 5-4, I don't know, something like that. But there was a good Zaha chance that he could have scored to make it 4-3, and we would have lost. There was a good Bruno shot that hit the post. There was another, I think,
There's a
couple good chances.
There's a
Martial chance. There was a Palestri chance.
Yeah.
Anthony was open a lot of times at the far post, but these guys just did not want to pass and they wanted the glory.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of weird things happening, but then again, after 3-1, Ziyech got another free kick. It was a decent ball. He tried to get it into the box to one of his players, but Onana had different ideas.
And it's not even a free kick that you say, oh, the keeper saw it late, so
he saw it through and through.
Yeah, he saw it coming all the way, and it's literally right by his body. Like it's where this arm is. Oh, sorry, this arm. You can see. Like that's the distance between Onana and the ball, and he couldn't save that. Like it touches his arms, and I don't even know how it fucking goes.
It was a curling ball, really low to the ground. I don't know what Onana did, but he tried to just stop it under him or something, but then he parried it into the goal.
Like, let's be honest, if it was a defender on the line,
you just clear. Yeah, you just hit
that
fucking thing, man.
Yeah, just boot it, man. Like, I don't know what are you trying to do.
You're better with your feet anyway. Just fucking do that. Yeah. Use it. But no, Onana had a different idea. Conceded the goal. That's where, things just started going wrong for United.
And then a third goal.
It was a great finish. Galatasaray's third goal. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so ball over the top. Main was chasing his guy. Like, fair play to him. Like, it's not like other defenders, like he didn't even track the guy or something. Yeah. It's just the attacker was too strong for him. I don't think it was a good finish, to be honest. It was a decent shot, but it's Onana caught in no man's land, to be honest. Like, either you approach the defender or approach the attacker as soon as the ball's through, or you go back to your line. He's stuck nowhere. It's a front post finish, something you should concede again. And I'm going to be honest, I think all 3 goals were Onana's fault, and we drew the game because of him. We could have easily won 2-1, 2-0, 3-1, but...
he did make a saver, so I'm not going to give him credit for that.
Like, those saves that you should be making, honestly. Like.
I don't know, man. The thing is, I agree that it is Onana's fault. He was not in the right position, and they scored. But then again, I'm not going to take anything away from the striker. He bodied Mainu, ran away from him, and still ended up with a good finish under pressure, so credit to him. But yeah, at that point, the game was pretty much over. They were back and forth, as I mentioned before. Yeah. Chances here, chances there. No one really did anything with those. 3 all finished, and now we're at the bottom of the table. At this point, the only thing we can really think about is Galatasaray and Copenhagen draw the game, and then we win against Bayern Munich, which is not happening in the next century, at least. I
think that's a stretch, but sure.
Hey, look, unless we get Fergie back, he's probably going to... I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't see it happening. We'll talk about our predictions later on in the video. We have that part of it as well. Bayern Munich is going to be one of those games. But yeah, at this point...
Realistically, we're out.
We're out. It's a very low chance, because I don't know, Copenhagen and Galatasaray are both going to be fighting for this game.
Yeah.
Even though Copenhagen has the extra point, right?
They're tied on points, actually.
But Copenhagen's still up ahead because of...
Probably some metric, but both teams actually need to win, to be honest.
So, yeah, they're just going to be fighting for the win, and I think one of the teams is going to end up winning. A draw is going to be a very rare chance at it happening. So, let's see how it goes, I guess. At this point, United's already fucked up their Champions League season. We're out of the, Carabao Cup?
We're out of the Carabao Cup.
We're only in the FA Cup right now. Prem, we have no chance of winning at all. Maybe get to the top 4, but that's a stretch. A top 4 would be a good season for us, but I don't think we're making that.
Nope.
Because at this point, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City is kind of here and there, but
come on, they're finishing top 4.
I know, they're still finishing top 4, but they're not in the same form that they used to be, that I would say that, they can win the league.
But there's been many seasons, where they start poorly and they just got a 25 game winning run and fucking they win the title by 7.
But then that's the thing. Points. It depends on if Arsenal and Liverpool can keep going, right? So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a difference of one game where one of the teams fuck up and then the other teams just catch up onto them. Yeah. And it goes from there. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. And that was the first part of the week. Both of us couldn't really watch the game, and I'm glad I didn't. I would have been shouting, and wherever I was, it wouldn't have been fun.
Yeah.
I kind of got a glimpse of it while I was working, but couldn't really focus on the game, and it was... a lot of just, shit. So
we'll get on to this after our Newcastle game talk.
Yeah.
But, not happy with the result, for sure.
Yeah, but I guess, next up is Newcastle Man United. Another loss in the Premier League for us. The thing is, honestly, we only lost 1-0, which is a good big achievement. Newcastle controlled that fucking game, bro. Yeah. They were running at us the whole fucking time. And that's a squad that's been playing for the past, 2 games consecutively, and this is the 13th consecutively that they're playing, with no changes at all. And they're still playing the high press. They're still running at us. They're still doing the things that they need to do and doing them well.
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking nothing away from that. Joltin was controlling that midfield, Joltin or whatever, however you pronounce it, sorry. But he was the big man in the midfield. Honestly, the only person that could really guard him in terms of like his physicality and strength is maybe Maguire or McTominay, but McTominay being the box crashing midfielder that he is, he just crashes one of the boxes and just doesn't do much defensively. Yeah. But if he was maybe put on Joltin, maybe there would be a different scenario. But I guess lack of a tactical kind of thing. Maybe Eric Ten Hag just wanted Mino to play his game, and Mino did try to play the game. Mm-hmm. The only couple of chances that we had were either coming from Mino carrying it out the back with helping with the help of Shaw and maybe Dalot at some points, and then Bruno maybe carrying the ball and sending up a long ball up front. And that was one of the chances. Like Garnacho got a shot on goal. Yeah. One of the only chances that we had. It was a really bad shot, really scuffed shot. But the only shot that we could really come up with, or really the only chance. So yeah, starting off with lineups maybe, Shaw at center back. Dalot at left back, which I just did not agree with. I thought we should have just started with Shaw at left and then Lindelof and Maguire. But Ake brought up a good point before. To deal with Isaac, I guess maybe you need someone more mobile.
Yeah, it's not even that. Like it's just Lindelof's not as physical. Yeah, like there's time and time again he gets beat in the air. He gets beat for pace.
Yeah, but then Dalot's not any better. So.
But the thing is, like, Isak's not going to target Dalot, right? Isak's going to target Lindelof in the middle. So you need someone to counter that. And it's just unfortunate right now. Like if you had Martinez, like he's not tall, but he's very physical. Right?
Yeah, he'll fight him off the ball.
Exactly.
He'll do something. Continuing on with the lineups, Mino came back in the midfield. He played. You could see his the positives that he brings to the team, but also the negatives. The defensive physicality and the defensive part of his game is not exactly the best.
Yeah.
He's never been that CDM guy. He's always been like a second striker, from what I've heard, or like a kind of an attacking midfielder that he's played as a kid. So you can see those risky passes that he plays. That's what he's used to. Mm-hmm. But and then Martial and Rashford came back and they did jack shit throughout the game. So we'll get back to it. But you want to move on with the game or
Yeah, I mean look, honestly, we both saw it's just Newcastle pretty much dominated everything. Yep. Made every single chance. United only tried for in stoppage time because they had to. They had no other option. Yep. But for the entirety of the game, you were just, the players were scared. Yeah. And I think that's it, right? Like, these players, they don't believe in themselves. And against a good team, this particular squad, with the injuries that we have, we're not winning games. Like, we're not winning any games, especially in the Premier League. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think it's just, it's sad to see as a United fan. Like we're supposed to be the big team, and teams like Newcastle that are built in the last 2 seasons are just dominating us now. So
we almost had that oil money coming in, so but they had to fuck that up too. But
it's just depressing. Like I don't know. There's not much to say about this game.
No,
because we didn't create any chances. There were no chances. It was just Newcastle just pressing, dominating. I'm surprised the game finished 1-0, like you mentioned earlier.
It was honestly, we should have lost 4-5-0. The commentator just said that. Even at halftime, they should have already had 3 goals. But somehow, some way, we came back into the game, came to halftime with a 0-0. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Again, that was coming from Onana making a save or two that I don't know how he made because of the Gal game, but that happened. And then we were blocking chances here and there. Dalot had that handball, but obviously because it was his foot to the ball, it wasn't given as a penalty. There's a lot of weird things happening that game. Yeah. Rashford did not track back at all. We watched the highlights earlier. He was literally just jogging back. I could run fast. Come on, man. You're fucking... You're not Mbappe. You're not contributing up front. Why not contribute at the back at least? Yeah. You're not Mbappe, Messi, or Neymar. You're not even that good anymore. It's weird.
Yeah, like these players have just fell off. Like him, Martial, like.
Martial showed some sort of things in the past few games, but today, like not today, but like in these games, he did not do much. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's sad. It's sad to see that Højlund coming in as a 20-year-old, like him not obviously he has his traits, but like him not being the finished kind of striker that we need.
Yeah.
We have to just depend on him, and it sucks. It sucks for him. I don't know how he's gonna.
And let's just be honest. Like in the team that he's in, I don't think there's gonna be, it's not gonna be long before Højlund just is another Martial. Like it's just something got with a lot of potential and.
That's just always happens. That's always what happens.
Like if things don't change by the end of the season, like I don't think he's gonna make it.
We have like a couple good talents like Garnacho, Mino. We have the Højlund.
Yeah.
Like I just hope they don't get wasted because of all the shit that United's facing right now.
Yeah.
Rather that be up top or in the team or in the squad with the managers and whatnot. I don't know, but yeah, nothing really good to talk about this game. We tried to get control of the game, but. Every time we got the ball, Newcastle played a high press.
Yeah.
And all we could really do is either try to go down the line, pass it to someone, then lose the ball, or someone launches the ball up and we lose the midfield battle or like the aerial duels because we don't have anyone to win those. The only person that can maybe win those is obviously McTominay. Yeah. But then again, what can the guy do? He doesn't have... I just don't see the set of instructions that he's been dealt with because from what I can see he's a CDM he's a box-to-box midfielder that should be back there when we need him and then also should be in the box, crashing the box when we're up front attacking and controlling the game.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem to be because he's always just up front waiting for that long ball from Onana. Sure, he gets the ball down and then passes to someone and sometimes gets it, but again, a lot of times we just lose the ball. And that was the game. Gordon, we'll talk about the goal.
Let's talk about the Newcastle goal.
Yeah, so Newcastle gets the ball. Garnacho loses it to Trippier.
Yeah.
And then does not track back at all. Trippier is free on the flank. Ball goes into the midfield, back to Trippier, and then the far side, Gordon is being tracked by Wan-Bissaka. So I'll give it to Erik ten Hag for putting Wan-Bissaka on Gordon because he's the only maybe good defensive player that we have that could maybe track or beat someone one-on-one in those games. But again, Gordon being in the form he is, he just left Wan-Bissaka in the dust. Wan-Bissaka saw him a couple times behind him. And then the second Wan-Bissaka just, lost focus for a second.
Yeah.
Gordon was gone. He was gone to the far post, got the ball from Trippier, beautiful cross, easy finish for Gordon. Nothing really special out of the goal, but again, these are the types of goals that we have been conceding since that Brighton game. And we haven't been able to deal with them. That and then the edge of the box. But that was the goal. There's nothing...
It's just Wan-Bissaka's positioning, right? Because it's the way he's angled his body. Like he's looking at the ball, but like he's not even even in his periphery, he can't see.
Yeah.
Right. So at that point, like he scans once, and then as soon as he looks back at the ball, Gordon just races forward, and he has no idea. And it's just like basic defensive things.
By the time Gordon's in his peripheral vision, he's gone. Like he's already far enough, and Gordon's a quick player.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like it's why Wan-Bissaka did that. Like man marking and positioning has always been his weakness, but he did pick up on those and did a lot better in the past. Like the preseason, then a couple games here and there last season, at the end of the season, then start of this season, but. Yeah,
as a defender, like you're not supposed to be facing the goal, like facing your own goal, and he did that, and that's how he lost Gordon. And that was it. And once Newcastle scored, everyone knew that there was no chance.
Yeah, we had no chances. Anthony came on. We made some subs. Anthony came on. Mainu was already playing. We created some chances, like half chances, nothing really special. We were attacking at the last in stoppage time. And that was when Newcastle actually ran out of gas, and that's when you could see that that was 3 consecutive hard, difficult games that team had to play, and then now they just didn't have the energy to play that high press, and we should have taken advantage of that. But again, our team's not good enough. We're not composed enough. We just didn't know what we were doing with the ball, and nothing really happened. Game over. That's it. 1-0. We lost, and we're back below Newcastle in the table. So.
Yeah, it's just a shitty feeling. Like as a United fan, I don't know. Every time this happens, I keep thinking back to Ralph Ragnick and what he said.
Yeah.
That this team needs an open heart surgery. Like, you look at the team that started, it's a complete Ole Gunnar Solskjaer defense.
Yeah.
It still has it's still had 4 players that started who played under Mourinho. Anyone that Ten Hag got is either on the bench or is injured.
Yeah. I mean, even till last season, we still had Fred and McTominay, so that says a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. To be honest, I like Ten Hag, and it's not realistic, but I would love to see everyone go. Just everyone go and start fresh, because these players are we had a Ten Hag manager bounce when he first came in, and now it's gone back to the old ways.
That's always what happens. A new manager comes in, we have a shaky start, the performances pick up, we have a great end to the season, and then back to square one.
Because it's the same players that are under all of these new managers, and the managers just cannot succeed, right?
Yeah, and it's just, you gotta have some rotation, some competition, something that helps these players realize that they're just, I don't know, they just gotta really just, I don't really know. Open heart surgery is definitely needed. Rashford, Martial, these guys need to go. It's just done. At this point, I can't defend Rashford anymore.
Nope.
He's not tracking back. You're not Mbappe. I would love to see you play up front and score the goals that you do, but you're not doing that either.
Nope.
So, at this point, you either pick up your game till the end of the season, or you're out. Because I know January transfers are difficult, so it's not going to happen then. So I'm just going to give the rest of these guys till the end of the season, and then we really got to just get rid of the players that need to go. Sancho's going in the January transfer window. We
good
hope
riddance.
so. That's what we're kind of hoping for. And good riddance. He just doesn't have the attitude that we need. You got to be grateful to play for United. It's a big club.
Yeah.
Again, we're doing shit these seasons. Obviously, we're not as big as we were, but we got a big name, big history. We got to play to that. We got to be proud to be playing for this team, and we just don't see that. They're ungrateful players. Nothing special about our people here, but that does it for the games. Next section before you want to go on your rant, I guess let's just do the clown of the week and the player of the week, just so that we can get that out of the way and not have to come back to all the bullshit. Clown of the week, we were very much agreed upon this, and it has to be Onana.
Yeah, there's only one contender.
Yeah, even though he really did. I mean, he played a decent game against Newcastle. Defensively, we did not concede more than 1 goal, so I guess that's an achievement for us. But other than that, the Galatasaray game itself, it was bad. Mm-hmm. It's just, you can't come back from that. There is no way we come back in the Champions League and Onana maybe saves the L's that he took, but it is what it is. Onana's the clown of the week. You have anything to add to that?
Nope.
Or
that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I
that.
don't know, man. I don't even know. We can't even fucking replace him. What are you gonna do?
We got Bane there or whatever that guy is, but we're not even playing him. I just don't understand that part of it. Just play the goalkeeper we have on the bench. Give the young guy a chance. Why did we bring him into the club if we're not gonna give him a chance? Come on, Ten Hag. Because Onana deserves to be on the bench at this point. I mean, just bench the guy. Maybe he learns a thing or two. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we go to the player of the week, and then what do you have to say for that?
I mean, I guess both of us, we kind of agree Luke Shaw was the best player this week.
Coming back in.
Comes back from his injury, plays good against Galatasaray.
Yep.
Although the third goal went from his flank,
can't give him too much.
Yeah, he was good in the build-up play. It showed why we were missing him, because he comes in, we score 3 goals.
Mm-hmm.
And not much else to say. Bruno had a good goal against Galatasaray, but he also conceded the 2 free kicks that led to our goals.
Yeah.
So.
But again, how much do we have to blame Bruno for that? Because if no one else is tracking back, he's the only one tracking back, and he's not gonna have a clean tackle. Sure, he should have discipline, he should be a little more disciplined. But then again, if the guy gets into the box, he's probably scoring anyway. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't give Bruno too much slack for that. He's tracking back. No one else is. Shaw again, great composure, great player. By now we saw some of the holes in his game, and but he's still a great player. No shit to him. Again, it's just just tough love for the guy, right? Just the way I am with Højlund, I'm gonna be same with Mina, and same with Garnacho. There's a lot of things that they need to improve upon. They are great players, a lot of good traits, but they need to improve upon a lot of things. But yeah, there's no standout performances, honestly.
Nope.
Shaw had a great game after coming back. Bruno, good goal. Kind of very much the same stuff that he normally does on a daily basis. And then Anthony coming back, and he actually performed in that game, so I'll give him credit for that too. Honorable mention, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
But yeah, nothing special. No really player of the week. No achievement for Shaw being the player of the week this week, honestly. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But he was the only guy that we could really pick up at this
We didn't
point,
really want to give it because of the results and the way the team's been playing. But
honestly, even Shaw just did what he normally does, so he didn't do anything special this game, right? So but yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, let's move on. And
let's move on to the title race, actually, since we've been covering this since the last two podcasts. So Arsenal still at the top of the table.
Well,
2 beautiful goals, I would say. One Saka creating almost all by himself. The great, I don't know, the ball just sticks to his feet.
Yeah.
Like, people make fun of him that, he's a very dry player, doesn't take you off his feet, but, he's very effective. He's the one that's carrying Arsenal, so...
Yeah, he's the one that is carrying Arsenal. I'm going to actually take it away from you that not only Saka, Jesus really played a good role in that goal, because, he held the back, 2 defenders, and then played a nice ball into Saka's path, so I'll give him credit for that assist. And next game was... Actually, no, Odegaard's goal was also
that was a beautiful goal. I think that was one of the best goals. We've seen a lot of bangers this week, but I think that was the best team goal we've seen that week.
Zinchenko crossing the ball and fails, but then again he gets the ball and finds Odegaard. I don't know. There was a couple players that he had to go through. And it was a very narrow opening that he caught, and Odegaard got the ball and time finish, great finish. And Arsenal ended up winning 2-1. They could have probably scored 2 more goals. Martinelli hit the post. What's his name? And Kedia hit this post. It was crazy. But yeah, that's Arsenal at the top of the league again. And then all the Arsenal fans, I've already started seeing stories that they're going to win the league. There's a long way to go. This happened last year. I'm not going to...
Until they win the league,
Yeah, I'm not. It's the same with Liverpool, right? Liverpool had that close call and then finally won the league, but... It's going to be the same thing with Arsenal. You had that fuck up last year. This is probably your chance because Man City is a little shaky right now.
Yeah.
They're still a great team. Probably still the best team in the league.
Still the best team.
Pep doing his things. Yeah. But they are playing a little shaky. I don't know what it is. De Bruyne is obviously absent, being injured and whatnot, having the long-term injury, whatever words. But yeah. So, moving on, I guess Man City's already been mentioned, so we can talk about that game and start off.
3-3, Son with a goal early on and then an own goal.
That was funny. What, 6 minutes and 8 minutes, was it?
It was...
Something like that.
And then City go on to lead 2-1. Foden with a very beautiful goal. Again, Doku, I don't know, he found that pass. I think the entire Tottenham, the entire outfield was guarding Doku when he... finds a pass.
There's 4 players that were just standing in line, and Doku just passed it through them. Passed it through Poro's feet. Alvarez made a nice run into space. Again, Alvarez's space perception is amazing.
Yeah.
He gets her in the right spots and then creates the goals that they need, or if not, he'll just make a run and take some defenders out with him. Yeah. So, he finds the pass, gives it to Foden, and Foden with a nice clean finish inside the box, and 2-1.
Yeah, and then Tottenham, showing resilience, not giving up.
Lo Celso, right?
Lo Celso, very nice goal.
That was a nice goal.
Yeah, picks up the ball at the edge of the box, dribbles to his left foot, and then nice curler past Ederson. Ederson could have done better. Yeah, I would say even for Son and Lo Celso's goal, I think he could have done much better. But you know what, 2-2, and Tottenham. Some people are saying they're naive for playing the way they do because of all the injuries, but. They're not giving up and they're entertaining us this season.
Hey, Tottenham's not pulling back. They're gonna keep on going.
Yeah. But and moving on to the third City goal, again another nice team goal. Grealish with the finish and the slide. He thought he had won it, but then Kulusevski with a very nice header over Ake at the end.
He actually jumped over Ake and just fucking banged that shit.
Yeah, off the crossbar and in. There's no chance Ederson saving that one.
Yeah, Ake should have done a little better there. He probably just didn't think that Kulusevski's gonna jump over him like that.
Kulusevski is a monster, right? Like
he runs in, he runs around, he tries to do his thing. Yeah. Kulusevski, no credit.
When you see that guy jumping over you,
yeah, he's a big man.
With the LeBron celebration. Too.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So
forgot about that.
And then lastly about that game, I think it was after the 3-3. Grealish, alright, someone passes to Haaland. Haaland gets fouled. Referee plays the advantage. Mm-hmm. Haaland plays Grealish through, and as soon as Grealish is about to go 1-on-1, the referee blows the whistle. And you'll see Haaland right after the game. He tells the referee to fuck off, and then goes on Twitter and says, "What the fuck?" So.
Oh my god! I didn't see that part, so he told me about this before, but I'm just like, Jesus. So, I'll probably look up a highlight.
Yeah,
or something
City could have probably won that game, but.
Hey, look. Knowing Grealish, that was his first goal in 27 games, so I don't know if he's scoring that, but yeah, 1-on-1, it's knowing Grealish's talent and his quality, probably scores.
Probably cool, yeah.
Jesus, that's not a fun one to really go with. Yeah. But yeah, that was a 3-3 ending to the game. A lot of drama, a lot of nice things happening, a lot of nice goals. Yeah. Good game that we kind of missed, but it is what it is. We saw the highlights and it was fun. Yeah. Fun game.
The next Liverpool-Fulham 4-3.
Those goals are bangers. Yes. There's a lot of bangers there.
Let's start with the Trent free kick.
Oh, that's a funny one too. First time we saw this free kick, we saw the hit at the post, top corner. Actually top the crossbar, like so both sides, top side in.
Yeah.
That's what I thought at least at the start of it. Beautiful free kick. But in the replay, what we saw, hits the top of the bar. The poor goalkeeper dove for it. It's Leno, right? Leno dove for the ball.
Yeah, I think it was
tried to save it. Hits the bar, hits the back of his head and in.
Yeah.
So I actually don't know. I didn't check if it was an own goal for Leno or if it was an actual goal for Trent. But fuck me, I'm going to take nothing away from that free kick.
And if I was Trent, I would silence the Anfield crowd too. Like after that goal, I don't know how that makes sense, but Trent with
telling your own supporters shut up. That's crazy. I think it's just him silencing the critics that he has. Yeah. But again, you're silencing critics that are critiquing you on your defensive ability, not your attacking. We already know you're good at fucking free kicks and taking a shot.
I mean, the funniest part is
ball and whatnot.
Like the funniest part is he was. Okay, he scores the goal.
Yeah.
The Fulham end is on the left side.
Yeah.
The Anfield end is on the right side.
But
he runs to the Anfield side and he shushes them. Like, I don't fucking understand. But, Trent, he's...
Hey, it's Trent.
His talent is amazing.
Trent's brain works in different ways we will never be able to understand. But yeah, let's move on with the game, I guess. Who scored the next goal? I forget. I think it was still Liverpool. The McAllister goal? Or was that later on?
No, I think that was 2-1.
Yeah, I think we forgot, but it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I remember Fulham being up 3-2.
Oh, was it Harry Wilson?
I don't know, man. There's some good goals in there.
Yeah, because it's Harry Wilson, Tete, and then... Yeah, I don't know. I think there was another goal somewhere in there, but...
Yeah, but a lot of good goals. I mean, Liverpool were down 3-2 at the 78th?
No, 80-something minute,
right? Yeah. And I just don't know. So... First of all, Liverpool's second goal was McAllister.
Yeah,
with that beautiful fucking, I don't even know where he came up with that from, but like a beautiful half volley, I think he hit it. Going straight to the goalkeeper, but curls away and goes into the top right corner.
No chance.
Beautiful. No chance for Leno at all. Back of the net, it was amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah.
Liverpool's third goal was Endo, out of all people. Edge of the box, just curling it to the top right corner. Yeah. Beautiful. Last goal for Liverpool.
It's that man again.
It's again Trent. I don't know how he gets there. He's playing left wing. He's playing left attacking mid or wing or whatever the fuck he's playing. He gets the ball out of some ricocheting and some rebounds at the edge of the box. Beautiful finish. Not going to take anything away from it. Again, motherfucker knows how to finish. He knows how to attack. But defensively, he's just ass. So it is what it is.
There's a clip going off of Iwobi actually.
He's
killing him on the touchline. So.
Oh, I mean, Iwobi easily beats the guy. Iwobi's actually skillful. He's pretty good. So.
That's true.
But yeah, it's sad kind of seeing Fulham playing so well against Liverpool, creating the chances, scoring the goals, being up 3-2, and then just losing in the last minute. Yeah. I mean, Liverpool's been doing this all season, so credit to them. They keep fighting for the games, and then end up winning. So. Fun.
And then the last one, Villa against Bournemouth.
Yeah, we also missed the Chelsea game.
They're not in the title race, fuck them.
I mean, they won with 10 men, which is what I want to kind of mention. And then Enzo had 2 goals. But that was the only really good thing about it. They won with 10 men. Nothing crazy. It was a 3-2 against Brighton. None of the goals were exactly special, I guess. Or
the second Brighton one, or the only Brighton one.
Yeah. No, Brighton had 2 goals. 3-2.
No, it was 3-1.
3-2.
It's 3-1.
It's 3-2.
It's 3-1.
It's 3-2.
All
right,
3-2?
we'll check after the game.
All right, it was 3-2.
We'll check after the video. And
it was 3-2.
Yeah, it was 3-2.
All right, fine, it was 3-2.
Don't fight me on this. I remember. But yeah, 3-2 for Chelsea. They win.
So the second goal was really good.
Yeah, and they win with 10 men. Yeah, that was funny too. Chelsea's still doing their thing. We lost to Brighton. They won to Brighton. So I don't know. And we're going to play Chelsea soon enough, so...
Let's watch out for them.
Yeah, all right. So you want to talk about the Villa game?
Yeah, Villa Bournemouth. Diego Carlos with a horrendous error, passing it straight.
Yeah.
So he passes straight to midfielder, and then instead of tracking his man, he rushes to the guy he passed the ball to. Leaves his man open. Good finish by the guy. 1-0 to Bournemouth. Then Villa come back, actually. A very nice goal by Leon Bailey. Gets the ball.
That was a banger.
Gets him on the wing. Cuts to his left. Dribbles past 3 people. And
that's
bullet.
That's what we hope that Anthony can do, but
there's a bullet. Beautiful goal by Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
And then Bournemouth actually fight back, go up 2-1. Solanke with a very nice goal, I would say. Ball comes in.
Left Pau Torres in the fucking dust.
Yeah, just dusted him. And nice good finish bottom corner. And then lastly, Villa, with the Brexit football, sometimes you have to go back to your roots.
Ooh.
Good cross, Ollie Watkins. You know what he does. He's a fox in the box.
Yeah.
Nice header.
He's a crazy nice header. No one in United could ever win that header. No one's gonna fight for that ball. Nope. But it's a great nice header into the side netting, and they
drew 2-2.
Yeah.
So we can still catch them up if we pick up our games.
Newcastle is still there. Villa's still there. So. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough one, and then if Chelsea keep on going and keep on winning the games that they need to,
true,
we might not make it. But a top 4 finish will be a success for us. 5th would be good enough, nice enough, make it to the Europa League, and maybe do something with them.
Yeah, depending on how people do, we can probably make the Champions League with 5th.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so last part of the podcast, let's do the predictions.
Yeah, we are out of the games. We were out of the games that we predicted last time, so. I don't know. Should we also start doing how our predictions match up against the actual results? Next time? Next video. Right. Let us know in the comments if you really want us to do that, because, I know we mention every now and then that, I predicted this, predicted that, but it's fun. It's fun in games. If you guys want that section of the podcast too, let us know. But on to the predictions.
The first one, Chelsea at home. I think it's going to be 2-1, United win. If there's any team that we could beat, it's probably Chelsea. That's just the way United play. Sometimes, we beat mid-table to bottom of the table clubs, and Chelsea sometimes those.
Yeah, and I don't think we're winning the game. I think going back to the way we're playing, maybe Mino and those people can maybe, I don't know. Chelsea has played a couple of good games, and I think it's just going to be a 2-2 draw. I think they make a couple of mistakes, we make a couple of mistakes, and then there's going to be a couple of goals in the game. And it actually might be a fun one, despite our history of 1-1 draws or something. Just very low scoring game. So let's see. But moving on. Bournemouth home.
I'm gonna predict 2-1 again. Just because we concede goals. We're not that strong defensively right now. So, but it's Bournemouth. Should be beating them at home. We've beaten the teams that we should be beating most of the time this season. So I'm pretty confident about this one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a 3-0 one. It's extreme coming from me. I am the pessimistic one. I don't really go with the normal results, but I think it's gonna be like the Everton game. They probably control the game for a bit, create a couple chances, couple big ones, but just mess up their chances, being just not having that quality in front of goal. Bournemouth might just mess up, and we might just take the chances that we get, the couple that we create, and 3-0. But that's that. And then the next
big game, Bayern at home. It's a game we need to win, and then depending on how others do, we might actually qualify for the playoffs. So, Champions League nights at Old Trafford. It's going to be a 1-0 victory for Manchester United.
No, 3-0 loss.
Moving on to Liverpool away. I don't want to discuss that game further. Liverpool away. No comments.
I mean, looking at the past, we've lost, 7-0?
5-0.
5-0.
4-0.
4-0.
3-0.
I'm going to be a little more conservative this time because Liverpool is a little shaky defensively. If we can take advantage of our Trent on the right back and then having no real CDM, we might be able to score 1 goal. But they'll just score 4 or 5 more, so it's fine. I think we're going to lose 4-1. So that's that. And next up, West Ham away.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-win victory. West Ham have also been shaky. Like, they've not been, the Conference League winners that we know. So I'm going to predict a 2-1 victory.
Akib going with his normal and just staying with the same score for all the predictions. Last time he was 1-0 for all of the games. This time it's 2-1 for all of the games except for Bayern. But I'm just going to go with...
I did comment no comments for Liverpool.
That's true. I just don't count that because it's no comment. Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna think it's a mid-table team. I think United ends up scoring a couple goals, so 2-0 for me. I'm hoping we don't concede, but
it's away. I think we probably will.
Yeah, we end up probably conceding. But the thing is, if we concede, then I just think we're gonna lose. So it's either going to be 2-0 or a really bad loss or a draw. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, 2-0 for me. That's what we're going to stick to. Yeah.
All right, one last thing, Isle.
One last thing?
How do you think actually do better and we actually come back to winning ways?
To the winning ways. Again, open heart surgery. A lot of the players just need to pick up their slack. Again, we have a lot of injuries this season. We don't have a consistent squad that we can put out. But again, even if Casemiro, Eriksen were available in the midfield, who do we really pick in the midfield? Do we have a best 3 midfield? Bruno's always going to be there at the number 10. No one else plays that number 10 role better than Bruno. McTominay has been showing his promise, so obviously he plays some games, but not all the games for me. Mainu coming in shows his class, but again, defensively he is kind of weak. So I feel like Casemiro, Bruno, and Mainu being the midfield 3 could be fun to watch. But Casemiro having the lack of legs that he does, he'll run up and never come back. So that's going to be fun. Rashford has to go. I just don't think. And again, I'm going to go back to this. We need to play our academy players. Yeah. We need to bring in all the youngsters that we have and take advantage of that as much as we can. Garnacho, Pellistri. Pellistri obviously had shaky performances in the past, so I don't know. Højlund. Mainu, obviously.
Yeah.
Mejbri just brings energy, doesn't do much on the ball, really. He's just running up and down, maybe creating a pass or so, creating the aerospace kind of creating that space for us, but yeah. And then what else? And then maybe Ahmad comes in and plays that number 10 role. I just really want to see him play that number 10 role. I know you don't agree with me, but if anything, I just don't know. Even though Bruno's been playing well, I just want play a whole academy team, man. Just fuck these guys. Fuck the players that we actually have because they do not perform. There's only so many, couple of these players that we can maybe keep. Bruno we can keep in the team. Shaw we can keep in the team.
Yeah.
Who else? There's no one else. Højlund obviously is a starter, so we consider keeping him in the team, but he's a new coming player.
Yeah.
What else? Who else can really play in our team?
Martinez, but he needs to
injured.
Figure out his injuries.
It's not even just his injuries. He's also... I just feel like he does lack discipline, so there is a part of it that we need to improve upon. He needs to improve upon, but apart from that, Martinez is a class player, so yeah, him too.
Man, I don't know. I think the first thing when Jim comes in, he need, bro. I think even Ten Hag is at fault here, just because
probably
we've known him because of the way he's played at Ajax, right?
Yeah,
and he's coming at United, and I think partly it's because of the expectations that our board has, and combined with a lack of clear vision of what the board wants United to be, because we have incompetent people owning the club. Ten Hag is just doing whatever he can to survive.
Yeah,
I think I think we need Sir Jim to come in and get a director of football who's gonna set a style of play for the club. Because you look at someone like Postecoglou, right?
Yeah.
No matter what his team selection is, or no matter who's available, he plays the same way every single time.
Yeah.
You see Klopp when he came to Liverpool. a lot of games, they were losing 4-3, like 3-2.
It was a start.
They were also winning games, but he made sure that they had that same philosophy. Arteta at Arsenal, he was given the time. He was given 2 seasons to play the way he wanted to.
Yeah.
And now look at them. They're almost like they could win the league this season.
Yeah. I think Ten Hag tried to implement things, didn't really work out, and the player selection just didn't make sense.
It's because he has that pressure to perform now.
Yeah. I think again, it's the media. I don't know how things go up at the top of the club. Honestly, there's a lot of dumbasses sitting up there. But yeah, we definitely need that director of football. We need that one person that maybe gives Erik Ten Hag the guiding hand that he needs.
Yeah.
Ten Hag is a smart guy. He knows how football works. He's done that at Ajax. And look where Ajax are. Like, he left the club, and Ajax are having a shit show right now. So, it's going to be interesting to see how things go, but I just hope something changes.
And this is why, people say every time United lose, it's like, oh, Glazer out. But it's clear why. It's because we have no structure. Yeah. And this is what happens when you have no structure.
And they haven't been able to set anything up.
Yeah. And it's because when you watch them lose the games, it's not that, they're trying and they lose. It's just like, no one knows what's going on in the pitch, and that's why you need structure. And I think when if Sir Jim comes in and he actually is competent enough to set a proper structure, we're still gonna lose games. We're still gonna have some of these 4-0s, like 5-0s maybe.
Yeah.
But eventually it will pay off. But right now, like no matter what Ten Hag does, no matter how much he spends, it's gonna be the same because. Yeah. As soon as we have some injuries, Ten Hag will do whatever he needs to survive instead of just sticking to his philosophy. Yeah. So, like I think until Sir Jim comes in and sets a structure, I think we're gonna see more of this going forward.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if he's gonna actually do that? But hopefully that's his plan. Hopefully that's what we see. Hopefully the club puts money where we need to put the money. And then, again, even when we go to the markets, we're always going to overpay for things because the United tax is a real thing. Yeah. It's a really weird thing, but it's a real thing. Our scouting's been asked. Like, we already talked about it today. We saw Anthony performing, and then we look at Kudus at West Ham.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's different. Like, same club, same sort of position, but Kudus is actually doing something and making a difference at West Ham. And Anthony's done jack shit. Yeah. Honestly, he did have a good game coming back from injury and coming back into the team, but I don't know, man. It's again, scouting, recruitment, director of football, a lot of things need to change. There needs to be philosophy at the club. We've lost it. We just haven't had it in a while. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's that for us.
That's that for us this week.
Yeah.
We will come back next week with more... Hopefully
good.
More positivity.
I think that's all the positivity you'll get from me, but maybe he's more positive.
Maybe I'll be more positive.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but that's that. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you have some feedback on the podcast. If you want us to talk about some different things. If there's any talking points that you would like us to include in the video, let us know. But yeah, other than that, peace out.
Peace.